Hello, and welcome to tonight's bedtime story. I'm Dolyn, and I'll be your storyteller for this evening. The story we're going to explore is called The Little Village of Tranquil Glen, Chapter 2. Now, let's settle in, get comfortable, and let the magic of this tale take us away to a serene village where a young girl named Luna discovers the wonders of the stars and embarks on a journey to bring back their light. Ready? Let's begin! As Luna made her way through the village, the quiet houses seemed to breathe in unison, the gentle glow of the lanterns casting soft, flickering shadows. The air was crisp and cool, filled with the scent of blooming night flowers and the soft rustle of leaves. Each step she took felt like a gentle heartbeat against the stillness of the night. She paused for a moment at the old willow tree in the center of Tranquil Glen. Its branches swayed lazily in the breeze, their movements slow and deliberate, as if the tree itself were dreaming. Luna reached out and touched a rough bark, feeling a sense of reassurance. The willow had always been a place of comfort for her, a steadfast companion that had watched over the village for generations.
I'll be back soon,
She whispered to the tree, a promise more to herself than to the ancient sentinel.
keep the village safe while I'm gone.
With a final look, Luna turned and continued on her way, her heart filled with resolve. The path led her toward the edge of the village, where the forest began. The trees there were tall and majestic, their branches intertwining like the arms of old friends embracing each other. The moonlight filtered through the leaves, painting the ground in dappled patches of silver. As Luna stepped into the forest, the familiar sights and sounds of Tranquil Glen faded behind her, replaced by the soft, almost otherworldly stillness of the woods. She walked for what felt like hours, her footsteps barely making a sound on the mossy ground. The trees seemed to lean in closer, their leaves whispering secrets to one another. Luna's heart beat steadily, a quiet rhythm that matched the tranquil pulse of the forest around her. After a while, she reached a small clearing. In the center of it stood a tall, ancient oak, its branches spread wide like welcoming arms. This was the place where she often met with her star friends, a hidden spot where the sky opened up and the stars seemed close enough to touch. Luna stepped into the clearing and looked up. The sky was a vast, inky canvas, dotted with countless stars. They shimmered and twinkled, each one unique and beautiful. But her eyes were drawn immediately to Starling, who hung low in the sky, her light still dim and wavering.
Starling,
Luna called softly, her voice filled with concern.
I'm here. I came as fast as I could.
The star's light flickered weakly, and Luna could almost feel the exhaustion in her friend's voice as she responded.
thank you, Luna. I knew you would come. What's happening to you?
Luna asked, her heart aching to see her friend in such a state.
Why is your light fading?
Starling's light dimmed even further, as if gathering strength.
It's the dreams, Luna. The dreams of the village are troubled. They've become tangled and dark, and it's affecting me and the other stars too.
Luna's brow furrowed.
The dreams? But why?
I don't know,
Starling whispered.
but something is wrong. something deep in the heart of the dreams themselves. I need you to help untangle them, to bring back the light and peace they once held.
Luna nodded slowly. It was a daunting task, but she had always felt a special connection to dreams, just as she did to the stars. If anyone could help, she knew it was her.
How do I get to the dreams?
She asked, her voice steady despite the flutter of nerves in her chest.
You'll need to find the dream weaver,
Starling replied.
She lives in the forest of whispering pines, beyond the river of dreams. She can guide you to the heart of the dream world.
Luna's heart quickened. The forest of whispering pines was a place of legend, a mysterious part of the woods that few dared to venture into. It was said to be a place where time and reality twisted and turned, where dreams and waking life intertwined.
I'll find her,
Luna said firmly, pushing aside her apprehension.
I'll do whatever it takes to help.
Be careful, Luna.
Starling's voice was soft, but there was a note of warning in it.
The dream world can be a beautiful place, but it can also be dangerous. Keep your heart strong and your mind clear.
I will.
Luna promised.
I won't let anything stop me.
With a final, reassuring glance at the sky, Luna turned and made her way out of the clearing. Her path now lay deeper into the forest, toward the river of dreams, and beyond it, the forest of whispering pines. The trees around her grew taller and closer together as she walked, their branches forming a canopy overhead that blocked out most of the moonlight. The air was cool and crisp, and Luna could hear the soft rustle of small creatures moving in the underbrush. As she walked, she thought of the villagers back in Tranquil Glen, sleeping peacefully in their beds. She wondered what kind of dreams they were having, and what could be causing the shadows that had darkened their slumbers. She remembered the stories her grandmother had told her when she was little about the dream weaver, a mysterious figure who was said to weave the threads of dreams together, ensuring they flowed smoothly and peacefully. It was said that the dream weaver could enter any dream and change its course, bringing light and joy where there was fear and darkness. Luna's heart swelled with determination. If anyone could help her understand what was happening, it would be the dream weaver. She quickened her pace, her feet moving surely along the forest path. After some time, the sound of rushing water reached her ears, growing louder with each step. She knew she was nearing the river of dreams, the boundary between the waking world and the dream world. As she emerged from the dense trees, she found herself standing on the bank of a wide, shimmering river. The water was unlike anything she had ever seen before, its surface sparkling with 1,000 colors, shifting and changing like the hues of a sunset. It flowed gently, its current carrying a sense of peace and tranquility. Luna knelt by the river's edge, her reflection shimmering in the colorful water. She could feel the gentle pull of the river, beckoning her to step in, to let it carry her to the dream world where the answers she sought awaited. Taking a deep breath, she stepped into the river. The water was cool and soothing against her skin, and as she waded deeper, she felt a strange lightness, as if she were floating. The current caught her, cradling her gently as it carried her downstream. The colors around her seemed to blur and swirl, and Luna felt herself drifting, not just through the water, but through a veil between worlds. The river's soft murmur filled her ears, and she let herself relax, knowing she was on the right path. Slowly, the world around her changed. The trees on the riverbanks faded into mist, replaced by strange, dreamlike landscapes. She saw fields of flowers that glowed with an inner light, mountains that seemed to float on the horizon, and skies filled with stars that danced and swirled in intricate patterns. Slowly, the world around her changed. The trees on the riverbanks faded into mist, replaced by strange, dreamlike landscapes. She saw fields of flowers that glowed with an inner light, mountains that seemed to float on the horizon, and skies filled with stars that danced and swirled in intricate patterns. It was beautiful, but Luna knew she couldn't linger. She needed to find the Dreamweaver to understand what was causing the trouble in the village's dreams. She let the river carry her onward, her eyes searching the strange, shifting landscape for any sign of the forest of whispering pines. And then, just as she was beginning to wonder if she had taken a wrong turn, she saw it. Rising ahead of her, the trees of the forest of whispering pines stood tall and dark, their branches stretching upward like the spires of a great cathedral. The air around them seemed to shimmer and hum, filled with a strange, almost musical sound. Luna took a deep breath, steadying herself. She had come this far, and she would go as far as she needed to. With a quiet determination, she stepped out of the river and onto the shore, the soft ground cool beneath her feet. The forest loomed before her, its trees swaying gently as if welcoming her. Luna squared her shoulders and took her first step into the forest of whispering pines, her heart filled with a mixture of anticipation and resolve. She would find the Dreamweaver, and she would help her village and her star friends. No matter what lay ahead, Luna knew she would not turn back. The path was set, and she was ready to follow it, wherever it might lead.
Thanks for listening. See you in Chapter 3.